G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Uboat with Mags, and welcome to an entirely new career, although we are going to continue through as if it wasn't. So why are we starting with an entirely new career? In between the last video and recording this one, there was a major content release for Uboat. And this content release included a whole bunch of new features, new animations, new units, new mission types, a whole assorted collection of stuff. Exactly the kind of content release patch that you would expect from an in-development title receiving a big chunk of content. The downside is, unfortunately, while this content release didn't break the old save games, a lot of the new features would not show up inside of any of the older save games. You needed to start an entirely new one from scratch, and so this is where we are now. However, we have made a few changes with this campaign. We are starting in Wilhelmshaven, North Sea. This is really interesting for this reason. As you can see, we start inside of our designated patrol zone. Our jurisdiction for this is the North Sea itself. 2,000 kilometers inside, we're after 4,000 tons. Now, it is February 25th, 1941. This is actually only about a month later than the previous start was. In fact, we were past February by the point that we were playing at. So, we should actually be down here somewhere at the moment. At least for the previous save. Anyways, we are going to be patrolling right off the coast of Britain, so I'm hoping this will increase the amount of action and the amount of warships that we could potentially be encountering. I'd like to sink something else other than merchants, if entirely possible. This should also change some of the missions that we receive, hopefully, but we also have an extra mission in this particular case. 4 hits with prototype torpedoes. So what's it referring to there? Well, before we left port, we had to clear some space in our onboard stores to carry these G7E torpedo prototypes. These are the prototypes for the T3 torpedo that you can unlock via research during the campaign. We've been given 6 of them. We've got to successfully hit with 4 of them. Basically free T3 torpedoes on the first mission of a new campaign in very early 1941. I'm not going to be against that. However, there was one small thing with this mission. It was described that these torpedoes are a little bit sensitive, and I'm wondering whether or not, while we may have a little bit more bang here and a bit better torpedo overall, whether or not we're going to have a high percentage chance of duds than normal. We'll have to wait and see, because we can only afford to mess up on 2. We only have 6. 5 in the forward, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, and where did 5 go? Sorry, we only have 4. Wait. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm just blind. So we have, well, you knew that. 5 here in the front, and I have 1 in the stern as my secondary torpedo in the stern torpedo tube. We are going to have to clear some space before we can fire these off, though. So I'm going to have to find a target to clear out the forward torpedoes that we already have loaded before we can load the T3s in. But that is perfectly fine. Otherwise, we just have to get ourselves out of the port here, and all should be good. So, let's get on to the patrol. Alright, so we have just cleared port, and we've just got a transmission from HQ. So we'll start the decode process on that. Hopefully it's something interesting. I suspect it'll be, we lost Submarine. Can you guys go find our Submarine? Because this tends to happen a lot. And right at the start of missions as well. They really need to put in some more variants on it. Although I've spoken about that before, so with the new content in, maybe we'll get something different. We'll see. Right, so transmission is in. What is it? Find the lost ship. Alright. Where is it? Well, if you know it's over there, then it's not really lost. I'm not going to rush to it too much. $10 says it will have been hit by mines and it will... I shouldn't probably say that because the whole of my comment section is going to be wanting to collect if I get this wrong. But it'll be... it's been hit by a mine, it flooded, salt water got into the batteries released chlorine gas, killed the entire crew. The crew is found inside of the boat with bleeding out of places that no human has any place actually bleeding out of. Yeah, that's what it'll be. Unfortunately, I've seen this one too many times. It needs some variance. But it's not too far off the mouth of the English Channel, so we can do a little bit of a patrol around here and see what we actually find. See if anything's trying to slip through. Maybe we'll get a cheeky merchant. Maybe we'll get a destroyer that's trying to slip through here, or maybe we'll get a couple of other something larger in the warship category. A battleship would be nice. Start the patrol sinking a battleship. That would be fantastic, actually. I know it's not really what U-boats are supposed to be hunting, but if I get the opportunity, I'm going to take it. I've seen a British carrier in this before, and managed to get torps into it. All right. So it's 11:50. So we're doing this in broad daylight. Don't really like that too much. All right, we're gonna send 2 more spotters up on deck. Alright, so that's where it'll be. Though exhaustion is starting to drop our overall visual range. But that's alright, I'll keep Weber on task until this little mission is completed. And that's apparently not where it is. We still haven't found it. Have we got an exact location on it yet? Is it there? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, that's interesting. It's moving. It was moving. It's not moving anymore. Alright, so let's come up on the aft. Where are we? Still 4 kilometers out. Yeah, it's definitely not moving now. Alright, so 500 meters out. What are you looking out this way for? Where is it? Alright, so nobody on deck at all. Nobody on deck. Yeah, I would say this is a chlorine one. Alright, so who are my engineers available? So Gange is going to be sent over. I think Gange is going to wind up being my chief engineer, having a look at his stats too, because he's got a proficiency bonus of about 30% on everything he does. Alright, let's report that we've found the U-boat. Getting nice and close behind it, and then we should have the shortest transfer time possible between the U-boat and ourselves. A little bit further up. Alright, close enough. All stop. Alright, Gange. Congratulations, you get the honour of going aboard U-297. It's floating on the water without any living soul on deck. Inspection from our boat makes it clear the boat sustained major damage. Yeah, it's been hit by mines. It remains a mystery, though, as to what happened to the crew and why the enemy left it in such a state in the water. I don't think it's a mystery at all. And that's the advantage of parking that close. The further away you park, the longer it takes for your people to transfer back and forth. And I haven't found a negative for it. I mean, if it was rigged to explode, it could damage my ship, but I've never run into a situation where that can happen, so it's best to shorten the time as much as possible. So a quick touch of time, acceleration, and there is our explanation mark. Gauge, cautiously aboard U-297, reporting that he could not hear any sounds from inside the ship. He went to the conning tower and carefully opened the closed hatch, and quickly ran to the barriers on the conning tower, clearly choking. He reported that the inside of the corpses of sailors with dry blood flowing out of their eyes and lips. Gauge had no doubt the ship was damaged by a mine, which led to flooding of the batteries and the boat, which in turn released chlorine gas, which resulted in the death of the entire crew. Mine the ship. Yep. Called it. Here he goes, coming over in his little rubber dinghy, and boom, there goes our mines. And down she goes. Okay, so mission complete. Alright, so we are going to go south from here. Wait, new contact, chimney smoke. 5 to 10. Change course. Change course. Let's go to forward 2. Report chimney smoke. Yep, it's heading this direction as well. Now, have we just chanced upon a lucky convoy here? Or is this an anti-submarine warfare patrol? Which is, you know, World War II. It's basically a bunch of destroyers with depth charges. Actually, it's not really a whole lot different to now, to be perfectly honest. 5 to 10 from smoke. Hopefully it's just a convoy. Hopefully it's just a convoy. What is our range to target? Oh, rough range. It's about 10 kilometers out. Alright, I need you. Get me internals. You hit the bunk. Captain, get out of bed. I need fresh eyes that can see further, and take 2 on. I'm going to tell my radio operator to get into the sack right now as well, and snooze as much as he can, because I'm going to need him on the hydrophone soon, and he's going to be there for a while. Alright, so there's the changeover. Is the captain up on deck now? Cool. It's going to increase our spotting distance a little. Yeah, this is a bit too much of a risk. No, we're going down. Periscope depth. Captain, get on the observation periscope. Alright, gentlemen, put it on the bottom. Come on. Hurry up. Couple of extra things to do. You're prepping torpedoes. I need you off the torpedoes for the moment. Actually, we can probably do this ourselves. Ventilation system. Let's move the... No, we won't move them just yet. Let's start to waste. We're doing in the galley out of curiosity. Yeah, galley's fine. Alright, and down we go. Alright, radio operator hasn't had much of a chance to sleep yet, but that's fine. I can deal with this. That's good enough. He's had a bit of a snooze now. We'll move time forward a little bit. How is our air? We're at 91% at the moment.
Sehr wohl, Herr
Radio
Kaloi.
operator up. And
Zu Befehl.
2 crew assigned to you. Get on the hydrophone.
Herr Kaloi.
You're fine. You're running the electrics, so that's fine. Alright, so the hydrophone should reach out, and hopefully we should get an idea. Although it's only 1 o'clock, so the hydrophone's not offering us much more in.
Alarm! Auf Gefechtsstation!
Yep, that's a Corvette. What else have we got? Corvette. Corvette, anti-submarine warfare patrol. Corvette. Oh.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 12 Uhr.
Destroyer. Range. 74 kilometers out.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 1 Uhr.
Alright. Speed. Forward 1.
Herr Kaloi. Jawohl.
Silent running. Two destroyers.
Torpedo
I
ausrichten.
want a calculation on that straight away. Actually, move from the observation periscope captain to... Yeah, he's already on the attack. Cool. Alright, that's fine. They've got a fair idea where we are. Well, I was asking for a warship. So sure we're going to be able to turn around fast enough. They're making a big turn off at the moment. Where are they going? So it's an F class. Okay, they've just decided they're going to bugger off completely. You know, all things considered, maybe that's actually for the best. That's 2 destroyers and a... protection? Yeah, that's 2 destroyers and a lot of corvettes. A small group of 1, 2, or 3 would be fine, but that's significantly larger than what I was looking for. Yeah, I think they're searching for me. Yeah, as much as I want to engage that, at the same time, it's probably a better idea if I don't. Oxygen on board is becoming a problem at the moment, though, so let's
Kapitän. Herr
get our
Kaloi.
engineer. What do we got here? Storage room. Ventilation. Transfer the potassium absorbers over. And then
Zu
turn
Befehl.
on ventilation. Head away as fast as we can so we can actually surface. Alright, oxygen is back at 100. So we are good. Yeah, this is the other thing too, is we're not exactly in deep water here. not at all. So if we did engage those destroyers, we really wouldn't have much room other than periscope depth to be able to work with. Alright, we should be still quiet enough, although we're still closer than I would like. Let's turn just directly south for the moment. We don't have them on hydro, we do not have them visually, obviously. It's 1450, so... It's a matter of getting away as fast as getting as far away as we possibly can before we pop to the surface for air. And letting time move on a little bit too, making it a little bit later in the afternoon might be an idea. So yeah, those warships are likely the ones that mined, or that dropped the mines that hit the U-boat, and the reason why it was left on the surface is likely because of bait. They were hoping that we would show up. Alright, there's travel mode. Those warships are still following us. Yep. Okay, this is a problem. We are still being chased. Yeah, we need to head east. Otherwise we're going to start. The ventilation system is helping. Yeah, here they come again. Corvette, 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 Corvette. Alright. Please turn the alarm off inside of the submarine, you idiots. Jesus. Do you not understand the idea of silent running? I've got the blue light on and everything. Christ. How is oxygen? 82. Freshness of the air of the boat may be increased in many ways. The best way is simply to surface the boat. Silent running, negative 50%. Depleted in 1 hour 25 minutes. 1 hour and 25 minutes is what we've got to avoid. And the ventilation system, we have burnt through all of our potassium scrubbers. So we cleaned out the air, but that's all we really had.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 7 Uhr.
That is a problem. Never thought I'd be doing this to dodge warships. And we're losing them. Alright, make a turn, see if we can pick them back up again. We're getting towards our rear, so we weren't hearing them over our own props, I suspect. $17.20. It is starting to get dark once we're sundown. Yep, we've picked them up again. No, no alarms. No alarms. We know they're there. At the moment, they don't appear to know the direction we're heading in. And it's best if we keep it that way. Battery's running low. Turning away. Alright, so we're going to change direction again. Down to 30% oxygen, down to 22% on power. We're still only running one. Yeah, they're patrolling for us. Yeah, I know batteries are close to depletion. I'm well aware. Oxygen's not much better at this point. Like 20% and 17, that's alright. We'll go a little bit further. $16. I'll pull it at 10% on each. 13.11. At the very least, it's getting dark. All right, we're gonna have to take the risk here. Gonna have to take the risk here. All right, let's go to decks awash. It's relatively calm. At least we can open the hatches up. Alright, now while we're at it, let's get
Kapitän?
engineer out of bed while we're here.
Aye, aye, Herr Kaloi.
No, don't blow the tanks. No,
Aye, aye,
no,
Herr Kaloi.
no. Do not blow the tanks.
Herr Kaloi?
That was my bad. I can't depth keep on the surface, so we can't maintain decks awash. Alright, so we're picking up oxygen at the very least. So that's a start. Let's go to all stop. I'm just trying to buy us enough time that the sun actually goes down and we can surface. And then we can run the diesels up and hopefully escape. %, capacity, we're at 40% oxygen. Providing we sit here and we do nothing, should be fine. We're picking up little touches of oxygen every now and again, as we can. The batteries, nothing's happening there because we've got everything shut down. Oh, that's the best we're going to do. Alright. I think that's the best we're going to do. Surface the boat.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Switch to diesel engines. Alright, diesel engines are now on. Let's go to forward 1. We don't want to make too much noise when we do this. Alright, so while we're at it,
Herr Kaloi, Kapitän?
engineer.
Bestätigt.
Turn on the air compressor. Let's get the captain out of bed on his way through. Switch over to the red lighting condition. Anytime you want to get up, Captain, come on. Which is low light for nighttime spotting, so increase visual spotting ranges, and he's already got crew assigned.
Herr Kaloi? Herr Kaloi?
Fortunately, I can't rest my hydrophone operator. I need somebody else who can operate the hydrophone so I can rotate in and out as needed. Alright, so we are probably going to pick these guys back up again.
Alarm! Feindlicher Zerstörer in Sicht!
Yeah, and they currently haven't picked us up. Let's keep it that way. Well, let's hope we can keep it that way anyway. Yep, they are not spotting us. We may have actually just managed to evade. Alright, so that was a little nerve-wracking. Yeah, we're far enough away now. Alright, let's head back towards the center of the North Sea here. Let's go up to forward 2, and before we do anything else, let's pull 2 guys off here, send you over to the radio room. Can you send out a report about that? Okay, apparently you can't. Alright, go to sleep. Well, that was far more interesting than I expected it to be. Let's stay away from the mouth of the English Channel afterwards. Let's do a bit of a loop back, just to make sure we're clear. Let's go play in front of the RAAF base next, or the RAF base, rather, next, and see exactly what we can find over there. So we're about halfway through this patrol at this point. Batteries are charging up, oxygen reserves are repumping up, and... well, we just burnt some resources that I was really hoping not to burn then, but it did keep us alive. Anyways, ladies and gents, hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. Uboat will be returning to the channel very soon. Until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, take care.